Today we are talking about 12 bad habits of short, natural hair.
What's up, people? Jheri J here. Hey! And if you want to take control of your 4C hair life, start today. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Let's jump in.
So today, while we talk about 12 bad habits of short, natural hair, I thought that I do two things at once here. I am going to do my preferred stretch on my hair. This is hair fresh out of like wash day twist, and have a discussion. Let's see if I can do two things at once this time. If you're curious about the products that's in the back of me, I'll let you know about those at the end of this video. Normally I try to save the most important tip for at the end of the video. However, with this video here, I think if you don't play it to the end, I at least want you to hear the first 5. So I encourage you, when this video is done, go check out her channel. I'll leave her link in the description box below. Yet, she commented on a video a while back, about transitioning uneducated. So that's mainly what I want to focus on today, because that really impacts the way we treat our natural hair. So number 1, not understanding the importance of wash day and how it can make or break the health of your hair. First off, let me say this. If you are newly natural, wash day is exactly that. You need a whole day. Just be prepared to neglect your kids for at least 4 hours. If you are new to this channel,
Hi!
I encourage you to check out some of the playlists that I'm going to list in the description box below. However, I personally believe that wash day sets the tone for how you retain moisture. Number 2 is putting the health of your hair in other people's hands. If you're not new to this channel, you have heard me preach this all the freaking time. It's amazing how when I have these one-on-one talks with people about their hair's health, how much they blame other people for not doing their hair right or properly caring for their hair. Just because a person knows how to do hair doesn't mean they know how to maintain your hair's health. And that's a major difference that people truly don't understand. And I didn't understand it at first myself. When I speak on this type of stuff, I'm coming from personal experience. I've been there, right? And we think because someone is a licensed cosmetologist or they own their own salon, right? We automatically think they know what they're doing. We hold them to this high standard, right? When it truly boils down to, especially if you have natural hair, you have to take ownership of your own hair's health because it's unique. Nobody has hair exactly like you. Now this is the one that gets me, and again, I've been there. Number 3 is accepting that your hair is just naturally dry. Period. And there's nothing you can do about it. There is absolutely something you can do about it. But what I want to emphasize is when we accept that, we're already defeated in our own hair. And we eventually give up. Yes, your hair is naturally dry if you are not properly caring for it. Which leads me into my next tip. not understanding the importance of deep conditioning. Yet, deep conditioning is so vital when it comes to solving that dryness issue. So not to get too technical, right? If you understand the reason why deep conditioning is so vital to retaining moisture or moisturizing and hydrating your hair, let's just break it down so that it makes sense. Our hair is naturally curly, right? Or coily, like whatever you want to call your hair. And due to our curl pattern, it is impossible for our natural hair sebum, like our natural oils, to travel down the length of our hair because it's curly or coily. I mean, people with straight hair, often you hear their hair is too oily because it's easy for that oil to travel down to the actual length of their hair. But it's the total opposite for us. Now, because our natural oils, our sebum, cannot travel down our strands, the length of our hair is dry, right? This is why the root of your hair is always like the healthiest, at its healthiest. One is new growth. Two, it's so close to the scalp here where it can retain its moisture longer than the ends of your hair. So now that that's out the way, deep conditioning. The purpose of deep conditioning is to moisturize and hydrate the actual core of your strand. It's not enough to just add styling products and oils. Those products sit on top of your strands. But if the core of your strand is dry, your hair breaks off. In order to hydrate and keep the actual core of your hair moisturized, you need products that can penetrate your strands. And that is only through deep conditioning. I hope that makes sense. I really hope that makes sense. So following that long explanation of the importance of deep conditioning, number 5 is not knowing how to retain that moisture. I made a video about the lock method explained. I encourage you to go check that out. But anytime I talk about how to properly moisturize your hair, I always start off with deep condition first. That is the very first step. I mean, you should shampoo too, right? But deep conditioning is the first step to maintaining the moisture in your hair. You have to start at that core. Now, not understanding how to lock that moisture in, this is where your LOC comes in. Your butters, your hair oils, your leave-in conditioners come in, right? To seal in all that hydration from the deep conditioner. Yet here's the thing, if you are just putting butters and oils on the outer layer, right? And you're not maintaining the health of your foundation, which is your core, your hair eventually breaks off because it's still dry. You need both. You need to understand how to hydrate and moisturize your hair in order to retain your length. So number 6 is not willing to make adjustments. Like, here's the thing. Natural hair is not one size fit all. Like, it's just not, right? And you need to make adjustments accordingly. For example, if you have short natural hair, I've talked about deep conditioning twice a week. If you are in a climate, right, that just sucks the moisture out of your hair completely, there are things that you're going to do differently than I do living in, Chicago. Speaking of making adjustments, right? I thought somebody just tapped me on my shoulder. Speaking of making adjustments, you need to listen to your crown. And the way you listen to your crown is by not doing so much all the time. Sometimes we want results fast, in a hurry, like tomorrow already. But realistically speaking, sometimes we just need to feel like we're on the right track. And I get that. Like, I totally get that. Yet, here's the thing. When you make adjustments, you have to do it in a way that you can track your progress. Number 8 is not knowing that you need an actual routine. Now, I'll be honest with you, I didn't know that I needed a routine either. Like when I had relaxed hair, all I did was shampoo and use a regular conditioner for about 5 or 10 minutes in the shower, get out, flat iron my hair, and my day was over with. Like, it was done. However, when you are a natural, you need an actual routine. You need to do certain things on like a monthly basis. You need to do certain things on a weekly basis, like deep condition your hair. Now, with saying that, number 9 is not willing to commit. And I'll be honest with you, I said this one in the first episode, but I had to include this in this episode too, because I cannot tell you how many conversations I've had where people be like, I'll ask a question and I'll say, okay, well, how often do you deep condition your hair, right? That's always the question I'm asking, right? And people say, every time. I mean, I just did it like 2 months ago. And I'm like, what? If you are not willing to commit to like an actual routine and being consistent, honey, you are going to have problems. You're going to have problems. Speaking of having problems, number 10 is sleeping around unprotected. I mean, you just out here sleeping all loosey-goosey. I'm talking about sleeping without a satin bonnet or satin pillow. What are y'all thinking about? Yes, I am going to preach. Sleeping without protection is going to mess you up. Think about it. You put all that hard work in with deep conditioning and, properly moisturizing your hair, only to give it all the way to cotton. You have to protect your hair just in everyday life. Like, be cautious of what your ends rub up against, shirts included. So naturally, when people are looking for tips on how to grow their natural hair, they want product recommendations, right? And when I recommend certain products, or if they just see certain products, not all people, but those who ask for help and turn around and say, oh, I'm not buying all that. Oh no, that's just too expensive. Number 11 is not willing to invest in yourself. Now, I'm not a person who believes that expensive is always better. Believe me, 1 second you're gonna find out. However, there are just certain products that are just amazing and are worth the investment. And you don't get to experience that if you're not willing to invest in yourself. If you being cheap. Now, if we're going to speak some facts here, let's just tell the truth all the way, right? Things that are important to you, that are expensive. For example, clothes, shoes, Starbucks. You're willing to put out that money, right? But when it comes to the health of your hair, all of a sudden, you on this tight budget and your wallet don't allow certain purchases. Again, not a believer that expensive automatically means great quality. No, that's not my thing. However, you get what you pay for. Let me just leave it at that. And we are on number 12 and nowhere near done. Number 12 is transitioning uneducated. Naturally, we shy away from the unknown. There's a saying that goes, Thank you, Daddy. It's absolutely true. The cost of being uneducated is very, very expensive, and not in just regards to natural hair. That's with anything in life. So if you are someone who needs help with your natural hair, I encourage you to go through my channel. I encourage you to ask questions below and let us know what you need help with. And I say us because we are a family here. If I do not get to your question in time, believe me, somebody else will comment and help you. Yet, if you feel like you need one-on-one help, believe me, I understand. I've been there before. Go in the description box below, schedule a time to talk with me one-on-one, and we could chat for about 20 minutes about your actual needs and take it from there. So before we end this video, let's talk about these products in my background here. I have been retwisting my hair with the Curls Dynasty Twisting Cream. I gave this a shot, and as you can see, I haven't used much of the product. Now let me tell you, this product is amazing. Truly, I love the application process. However, this is what I'm talking about when I say expensive doesn't automatically mean the best quality. I get the same results from the Eden Body Works Curl Defining Cream that I get here. And this is a total better buy for me. The difference is the application process is just not that amazing like this one here. Like this has more slip. This is not bad, but for the same exact feel of the hair, the definition that I get, these products are on the same level. And this is $8.99, and this, I can't remember how much it is, but I'll post it on the screen. But this is 16 ounces and this is 8 ounces. I mean, do the math, right? Last but not least, I have the Honey's Handmade Bentonite Sea Clay Deep Conditioning Mask. I posted a picture on YouTube about, have you guys tried this product? And we tested it out in the Facebook group. By the way, if you don't know about that Facebook group, it's a community of naturals who come together and share our best practices. You should most definitely join. However, I tested this out and share my thoughts on Facebook, and I don't like it. I do not like it at all. Like, I think it's mainly because I'm not really, it smells like good, right? I think it's mainly because I'm not used to using a clay. One, I don't feel like I need it. I feel like deep conditioning, like a regular deep conditioner, does me justice. Two, my hair is just not soft. And I don't know personally, you can let me know in the comments, I don't know personally if a clay is supposed to make your hair soft. When I think of clay, I think of like detoxifying and all that good stuff, but it says mask. Like when I think of mask, I think of deep conditioner, softness, moisturizing, hydrating, you know, all those good words. But it's a no for me. It is a no for me. So that's my 2 cents. Okay, share your thoughts on this video in the comments below. What are some of the other bad habits of short, natural hair? And it's only in regards to if you're not able to retain your length because of things that you are doing. If you want short, natural hair because that is just your preference, that's a whole different story. God bless you. Like, to each his own. Like, I praise you for that, right? But if you want to grow your hair to a desired length, I want you, one, educate yourself. That is so important. Natural hair, like we said, is not one size fit all, and adjust accordingly on your journey. We're doing a natural hair journey for 2020, so most definitely join us on that. Now, y'all know I have separation anxiety issues. Please do not leave me. Check out the videos on the screen here for you, and I'll see you soon.